Hi, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I have to get some paper, some toilet paper, so I can use in the bathroom. And it's just I can use towels or whatever and wash them. But right now, I suppose it's right. Hopefully, I get some clean, some pure toilet paper, rolls of it. I'm just putting my stuff in here so that I can go ahead and carry it. Use the bathroom. Serious right now. What I have to do is use not at all. I have a whole lot of I'm just saying, I try to think things through, and I may not know everything. I may not get everything right, and I'm trying, and that's why I have to be careful. Please. which that was illegal. I had to work in jail. I didn't volunteer for that shit. They made me do it. All kinds of illegal shit happened this time around. Yes, I screenshot that. But all kinds of illegal shit happened while I was in jail. And I had to move my arms. I had to move these tables that, I wasn't used to moving, but it didn't faze me. I was moving them. And then I moved, so I had a little bit of assistance to move the tables, but I moved all them chairs. And then I had to go to the bathroom. And then the so-called guard called herself humiliating me and making everybody fuss at me because I was using the bathroom and they wanted to eat breakfast. I had to have a bowel movement. It was the first thing in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. Soon as I wake up, as soon as I wake up, I had to go and do that. And I got put in the hole. And the previous day, it was some bullshit. And then the officer pleaded with me that I not write a grievance on her. Soon she came, she asked that I submit the grievance. And she started some bullshit with me and put me in the hole. Then they tried to medicate me, knowing I'm not on medicine. But then tried to make me beg for tissue. There was somebody saying, another supposed to be inmate, telling the officer that I keep getting tissue. I was in there for more like 3 days or what. I don't know, 2. I don't even know how many fucking days it was really. But I made it through. But I was using the bathroom, being healthy, drinking water, going to the bathroom, having bowel movements, menstruating too. And she gonna tell them that I'm wasting. How the fuck she know what's going on in the solitary confinement that I'm in? And so they didn't want to get throwing tissue on toilet paper on a motherfucking floor trying to tell me to use it. Unwrapping it, giving me rolls that they didn't fucking use. Giving me sheets that them motherfucking officers all had their ass sitting on. Didn't even give me clean sheets. Right before I had to go to Mendota. Even that same morning, they tried to medicate me and shit. No, I said, I don't take no motherfucking medicine. What y'all coming here for? Constant bullshit. Motherfuckers, man, it's all kinds of stuff now. That's why people hating on me so much. I care more about myself. Some people say don't carry all them bags. See what I'm saying? How would you possibly know what I'm going through? How I am in my life. The things that matter to me. But I'm not bitter. I'm grateful. I'm not desperate. Real, man. It's just all kinds of stuff. And then, it's just a lot of reasoning and a lot of this and a lot of that. Like I said, they have this buying power thing. Where now it's like they have to control things and give different things. Instead of somebody being able to buy their own tablet, buy their own radio, they give it so that they could take it away. Buying power. But I have my own buying power. See what I'm saying? So much to go through. One piece of fruit a day. And man, come on, but I can say this. Some things are a lot better in the situation, but that don't make it any better. So I appreciate it, and I'm very grateful. For real. But it does not stand up to all that I have to go through. Hi, may I sit you? Okay. Appreciate it. I don't know. Sometimes people don't ask for tissue a lot. This is like the first day I was here, I used my own roll of tissue. I plan on grabbing some when I was at the store. And so I appreciate it though. Just gonna try to work my way through this here. And so I like the situation. I like who I am. You know, I like to see good things for myself. I like the fact that I can make use of things for me. And it matters to me. Oh, I should have asked about opening this window. And so it's important to me. For real. Whew. I'm trying to leave that door open like that, but just for a little bit. Wash my hands. Keeping my eye on the door. I care about things because I don't have to be above stuff. For real. I know my balance. I know there are different names for different things that I find out and I go through. I know that people have falsified paperwork and legal documents and left things out and tried to have me to sign in most vulnerable times of my life. Not really vulnerability. Now I have to use somebody else's vulnerability. But in times where I just needed myself, where they call themselves having authority over me, and I didn't get all the proper things that I need for me. And so it matters so much. But I did get the tissue. And it is right there. And I hope it's clean.
They come here to enjoy it and expand it and make it rich and new again. Contra Donald Trump, illegal immigrants are not bringing drugs or crime. Illegal immigrants commit fewer crimes than native-born Americans. Legal immigrants commit fewer crimes than native-born Americans. Immigrants have a higher rate of participation rate, and they're more likely to start a business than native-born Americans. In fact,
what about the taxes? Or some people don't have to pay all kind of taxes. They get to build in other countries and here. I would like something for me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start another video. I didn't know this was going to be on here. I hate it. I'm just saying, don't be trying to talk about people that's born or wherever they're born and have been told born whatever is worse off than somebody else. For real, because I'm exotic and foreign right where I am. Please. My goodness. Jasmine Renee Davis.
Nobody can shut the border. Donald Trump, Peter Sabatnik in the Free Press wrote recently that even Donald Trump couldn't shut America.
Things are different, but where did America come from? What is America built on? I'm not hating. But people also need to make sure, and that person, whoever is talking up there, may bring it around. That's why it's important to know, and know if you don't know the full story, hear what somebody is saying if you can. Make sense of even just a small amount that is heard. But anyway, so I just say I'm about to Just start another video. I got the tissue. I use the bathroom. I appreciate who I am. I like myself. And I have to encourage myself. Please.